Spider-Man for the show on this Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Sorry I didn't do a show a couple of days on last week. Been a lot going on. Well, usually I have fun doing my Friday blast-off show, but didn't get a chance to. Wrestling was kind of getting crazy. Jeff Hardy came back. Sting had a saying the MJF was so funny. He started naming off Ric Flair and all them stuff. I don't remember if I talked about that or not. Well, I had to go back and try to find my friend's giveaway sometime here. Let's see if I won, maybe. Get lucky. Who knows? But he's pulled off some good cards out of that, trying to follow the King Griffey Jr. I only found maybe a few. But that's the way he goes for the Wax Pack's dad over Ryan. I try to share most of his videos when I can to share and try to get people to like his show and everything on his Facebook page. Cool cards and giveaways and cool cards he pulls and all kind of stuff. It's like Christmas, man. I like those big sitting down pulling cards out of stuff like that. That's why I like buying them by the box sometimes. If I get lucky and find a whole box of them, like at a Goodwill or something. Like I did one year, I bought $20 a box for a whole box. And pulled out some good cards and stuff out of that box several years ago. I ain't seen it anymore. Last time I seen one was too much. I couldn't afford it. Get above $20, it gets harder to get the big thing going. There's a lot of cards I saw that in one day for $100 out of Goodwill. That's been many years ago. I ain't seen any ball cards in a long time at the Goodwill. I see more baseball stuff, like baseballs. I have Greenville Drive logos I have seen. Bobbleheads. Sometimes I get lucky there. A little bit of stuff like that, it's kind of like, okay, cool. I haven't found any good ones in a while. Last ball I seen had the Greenville Drive logo and the hospital logo. I don't know if that was gave it out for somebody threw the first pitch. And basically, these first pitch balls, we want to hang on to if I ever threw a first pitch at any ball game I went to. That's me. Well, I had a pretty good fun time yesterday with some good friends and my wife and stuff at the Greenville Drive game. There was dogs in the park day. A lot of dogs. And a lot of cute little Dachshunds. We didn't take Peanut with us. I don't think he could handle the big crowd of people and the dogs. He'd be barking the whole time. And wanted to go down and chase them and do something. Yep. But I thought I'd better jump in here and do a show since I ain't done one in a while. When I have time. Maybe. Excuse me. I get choked up here. Coughing. The weather can't make up its mind. It wants to be warm, cold. I don't even know. I heard up in Wisconsin it was snowing again this morning. Their temperatures are flip-flopping around too. From warm to cold air, snowing. Fun for everybody. I know we get back in the 80s for one day and then drop back down. I don't know. The storms are coming, rain. Who knows? But you got to enjoy it and love it. The way it is in the South, you never know what the weather is going to be here. It could change from one time in a minute. But I don't know. Oh, let's see. Braves are doing really well they beat Kansas City really good. Braves let them have it, except that last game, they won 5-4. The Greenville Drive was playing Asphalt Tourists. Beat them 4-3 in that game we saw, and guy come up his first time, hit a home run in the first pitch in the first game. So I went over the ball. It was kind of cool. Then they come back and score 1-2 with a home run on the Asphalt Tourists. But got a couple of pictures on my regular page. I don't serve much Greenville Drive stuff over there, but let you know Greenville Drive is back in action here. You got to see when they're playing again here at home. They play from Tuesday to all through weekend games. They don't play on Mondays. That's one bad thing. I'm off always on Mondays and the weekend and everything. Very much. Usually I forget things, Been busy working around here and had to put up more clothes and stuff like that. and everything. But not bad. I'm doing pretty good. I guess I'm trying. Ooh. Allergies been kind of bad, the trees and stuff. But at least baseball's going, and NASCAR, Kyle Larson won the Martinsville Speedway race and everything. Can't wait to go up in Wisconsin in July. You get to see the inside of the stadium at Lambeau Field. Pictures. For the first time inside Lambeau. It'll be the only time I'll be in Lambeau when it's warm, not cold. We learned our lesson. Do not go to Lambeau, to Wisconsin during the winter time, or even Thanksgiving when it's still cold and snowing. We didn't get enough snow here in the South. That sucks this year. We had one of these bad times that we didn't get snow this year. Last year we did. It's kind of confusing. I remember because I had to drive. Or did I drive in it? I don't even know. No, I don't think I drove in it. Because I guess I got stuck at home that time. I remember one time it snowed and I was working at the theater when it last snowed. I remember it. Because we didn't close down for a while. That was the only job I had. I didn't have no security job at the time. Working anywhere except there at the time. Yeah. Well, I'm starting to learn about a lot of wrestlers too. I found out they're married to somebody else or dating somebody in another organization. Didn't know Tony Storm was what's his face until somebody put a reserved seating down there for her, and she didn't show up. I'm glad to see some of the women wrestlers in AEW getting a big push, like Sky Blue and all them. Sky Blue is pretty awesome and stuff. You know, she can really put on a really good show. See, I do a lot of, I'm sort of like a manager already. I'm already, noting what good wrestlers wear, who should be pushed, who shouldn't. I'm already. That's how long you've been watching wrestling, since 1984. You learn this stuff. You watch how things are. Anything in baseball or football, I already know who's going to be good, who's not, who's going to be pushed a little more, or who's going to make the team or make it and everything. It usually happens that way. This Sean Murphy guy's kind of come out of nowhere. He kind of came and got signed by the Oakland A's. Now he's playing Atlanta Braves and doing really good. Hit his home runs. And, the catcher that we needed, I think. That's right. That's all the rookies and a lot of people still trying to figure all these. But we still got the good players. So we're missing two. That's Dansby Swanson and Freddie Freeman. Dansby ain't doing too well, too hot up there in Chicago. I don't know. I've seen some people talking about that. Maybe it's the weather. I don't know. But I decided to jump in here and do a show and see how everybody's doing. And go check out the Honor Elite. He's a Facebook page on about AEW. I know everybody likes putting down AEW. Don't do that crap. Look, I don't put down WWE. I don't even watch it anymore. I don't even say nothing about it much unless, I catch something I've seen. But it's just, WWE ain't like it used to be. AEW is more like the speed I like. It's like old WCW, NWA stuff. You got wrestlers wrestlers you kind of growing to know. And, Britt Baker, I didn't know they had wrestling cards back in the old days. My old days, I know farther back they did, but I'm talking about this All In. Started off with that. AEW used to be called All In. And they had wrestling cards. And if you get some of the cards from that set, you're kind of doing pretty good too, because they're really rookie cards there. There's these Britt Bakers and some of the others. But that's my choice. But I only got a few here and there. I got more AEW now in my collection. I got some NWA. I got a lot of Sting. Sting is my main go-to card right now from WCW. WCW made a lot of different cards that nobody hardly knows about much of. There's some from WCW main event. Not many people knows about those cards unless you're looking for them. And I grabbed a couple back several years ago. Kind of cool. It's like the WCW came out with these black cards too, a set. I got a couple of those too, and like Sting, Ric Flair, and they came out with this WCW 91 series too, with the weird multicolored cards, where they all come out with a whole bunch of Sting cards, Ric Flair cards. I have those too. I have about everything from NWA cards and Wonderomas all the way up to what's now, but I'm trying to get my hand. I only got one card of the 1985 All-Star Wrestling cards. It's Magnum TA. I would love to have Ric Flair's and Mil Mascaras back, but I can't get my hands on those. Every time I get close, somebody outbids me, and I can't get the card. Or somebody else, done jacked it up where you finally see it, and too late and can't afford it. But oh well. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. All right, I'm going to jump out of here and hope it's somebody. And it's suck it to me time. It's Monday. I want to suck it to somebody. Let's see. Where is that? There it is. Everybody have a great Monday. It's a Great Man for every show. You can listen to me on any podcast. You can find me on Facebook /GreatMan45. And you can Google Great Man or listen to me on TuneIn Radio, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. That's a Great Man. I'm out.
Now, folks, it's Sock It To Me time.
Sock it to me, honey.
Well, I've never been bold before.
Hey, it must be Sock It To Me time.
Sock it to me?
Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me.
Sock it to yourself.
Sock it to me?